Palim Palim. Welcome everybody to already the fourth episode of This Ain't the Dating Show XXX, the industry podcast from Masters in Cash that is released monthly about the dating industry. Today, I'm very happy to welcome Oksana here in this podcast. She's a media buyer and we met 1 month ago, something like this, in the European Summit show. We had a very nice panel together that I hosted like with a 1 minute notice. And she was sharing there some really good insights and showed that she is a media buyer and affiliate that knows her shit. Because she's doing it since a very long time. She's doing it longer than me. So, Oksana,
well, it's a shame.
Welcome.
It's a shame we never met before, and somehow it happened.
Yeah, very surprising. And I saw on the on your profile. Now I'm following Schrödinger's cat. I will also link your Instagram there. Yeah, I'm stalking, and you were on all the shows that I was there too. So I cannot explain how we missed each other.
Well, probably because I always was focusing on US market, and you were more in Europe, right? Europe oriented.
That's true. That's true.
Maybe.
So you saw Europe and you were like, nah, not wasting my time with them. And we saw US and we were like, nah, don't go there. Not even speak with them. And now we are sitting here together. So maybe you move more into Europe and we maybe build something with the US in the future.
Exactly.
So thank you very much for being here. I know now already a little bit about you because I'm following the Schrödinger's cat Instagram account and also your Facebook, and we spoke now a little bit. But for the people out there that have missed you, like I did for 11 years, who are you?
We're Ukrainian. So yes, I'm Ukrainian, living in Barcelona for last 7 years, and this is the time more or less I do this for myself. Before I used to work for a company, and I started back in 2009, I guess, when I just graduated university. Started like a junior affiliate manager, knowing nothing, learning everything step by step there. But at some point I realized I want to do it for myself. I don't want to make any other guy rich again.
Now you make yourself rich.
Now I make myself rich and my team.
That's very good. Especially I like that you say that you make the team rich as well. That's a very good mindset.
This is very important, actually. I mean, if you want people to do something good for you, and like not for you, but for your business, they should stay motivated. And how can you motivate them? So I make money, and if I make money with help of you, I will definitely want to share this piece of cake with you. Otherwise, how will you stay? I don't know. I don't have a clue. That's why it's always that, like, I have team and I'm growing it right now, and it's always very transparent. So I share like all numbers, what we earn, so they know where we grow, how they grow, what they get, and what they may get in like a couple of months. And for me, yes, it's very important. It's not like I hire someone and paying shitty salary and like making a slave out of them. No.
That's good. That's good. And then the people work their ass off and everybody has more in the end of the day. When you were in the position that you were part of a team, you said you joined directly after university. How you ended up in this industry, how you got the job?
It's funny story.
We love funny stories, please.
No, like it's funny story, but I probably found it in newspaper. Can you imagine,
in
like
newspaper?
Real offline paper thing?
Yeah, it was 2009.
2009, yes, and the team, like that company, it was growing. It was like I was born in Zaporizhia. It's quite industrial city. Not so many IT guys there, so they would hire everybody with at least like some English, some tech skills, not even tech skills, but like understanding of computer. So yes, they would hire people and then they grow. Like they grow. If you fit, you stay. If you're not, you go somewhere else. But at that point, many people from, let's say, my age and my like specialists, I studied computer science. Well, I never any day of my life I worked for computer science, but it helped me a little bit, at least at start. So yes, I basically newspaper. And then yes, like that, I was working in Zaporizhia for a couple of years. And then company decided to start office in Kiev. So we chosen a couple of people, like few from marketing, few from product, few tech guys, to move them in Kiev and then start building office there. And this is how it went, like for a few other years.
And what made you move to Barcelona? The weather or the opportunities?
Opportunities? Well, no. I mean, if you want opportunities, you probably go to Amsterdam or to Berlin or something like this. So for me, Barcelona, it was just love. I mean, like love for Barcelona. At some point, I decided I want to move somewhere to Europe. And since I was working for myself, I don't really care where. I only need internet, right? So yes, I was choosing between few cities, but at the end, Barcelona was perfect match of everything. Like weather, city itself is very beautiful. Food is amazing. People are nice. You have sea at a couple of hours. You have snow if you want to go skiing in Andorra. It's pretty like cities big enough, but not that big. I don't really like huge megapolises, but I don't want to live in a village yet. I want everything. Like I want my infrastructure, and it's perfect size, and it's quite big international hub, so you can travel easy everywhere. So it was like match of things.
And how is it going with your Spanish or Catalan?
I do speak Spanish. Catalan, no, I understand it, but I don't. I never studied it, and unfortunately, sorry, all my Catalan friends. I'm not sure if I ever do, but yes, I can understand it. And in Spanish, you need. I mean, okay, many like younger people they do speak English, but it's not that good. Let's say like in Amsterdam, where you literally don't need to learn Dutch. Here, to integrate somehow in society, you need to speak Spanish.
Okay, yeah, but it's anyway a cool language to learn with all the songs that they are having and with so many countries where Spanish is common, and also in our industry, it's a lot of people that are Spanish speaking or Latin. Maybe I
Yes.
see it even more because of the video chat stuff that I have a lot of friends in where they are coming from Colombia and so on.
Colombia, right? Yeah, but it's also useful in terms of traveling. So many countries speak Spanish. I'm in love with Latin America. I travel quite often, and yes, you need Spanish there even more than in Spain.
Yeah, I heard that friends that were going there, they were like totally lost. Not even at, I don't know, the airport they are speaking English in a way that they can help you if you have an issue. Okay, we come to our first category to get you know you even a little bit more better. The category is called Tell Me, and it's A/B. So for you as a media buyer with A/B testing, you will you will get in the groove very fast. So I give you always an option, and you have to say this or that. Okay, we start. I try to make them as much as tailor-made as possible as far as I know you. So let's see. Learning by yourself or with the help of a mentor?
Mm, mentor would be nice. I mean, yes, if you really rely on mentor, it would be really good because it's faster. It's not you freeze. You're good.
There was an interruption. So
Yeah,
mentor or yourself?
you freeze for a couple of seconds. Yes, I would say if we're like in a perfect perfect space, mentor.
Mentor. Okay. Next question. Night out on the weekend with the girl squad or with everybody?
Everybody.
With everybody. Having freelancers or employees in your team?
Employees.
Employees. How to kill the jitterbug. I hope you know this word because I had to check first what it is. Jitterbug. It's when you go on stage and you are like,
Oh, like panic
this
attack.
stage. Yeah, before you go, but only if you go on stage. It's not like a panic attack. I don't know if somebody's coming with a big dog. So let's say panic attack before you enter the stage. No, otherwise. How to kill this panic attack before you will hit the stage in Dubai, because Oksana will speak at the affiliate world. So with a drink, or you are ice cold because you're such a boss and you know your shit so good that you don't need a drink.
I would love to say second option, but probably I'd need shot of tequila.
Okay, if I see you, this one is definitely on me. Take my word. And then the last question that we will cut out if I don't like the answer. Working with networks or direct advertiser?
Direct advertiser. Answer.
The answer can stay. Okay, that's it already with the Tell Me category. I prepared some more questions that are not like A/B testing, so more open. And let's dive directly into it. One thing you maybe even answered already. What are your favorite geos and why you selected them?
I'm not sure about if you can call them favorite, right? So yes, my main geos are English speaking. US is around 80% of my traffic. All other like UK, Canada, Australia. I do have some Europe, Germany, most of it like probably Germany. That's all what I have. I mean like buying intentionally, because all other things, if I buy spot or I buy something like email feed or something, so I go for US, and what else is just okay, it's kind of remnant traffic. I try to monetize, or sometimes even I don't, so I sell it on SmartLeak, or I sell it on CPC to other guys. So yes, my main geos are English speaking. How I chosen them? I've tried, like I'm kind of for some time in this industry. So I tried mini geos. I tried Latin America. I tried Europe. I tried Asia for somehow a little bit, even Africa. But even if like I tried to order translations and everything from really like professional guys, not someone, like $5 hour
Yeah.
Indian guy at somewhere. But still, I see how big difference it makes the language. So at least in English speaking, I can check everything by myself. Even if I go to Spy Tour, I see all the chain, I see landing pages, I see pre-landers, I see how it goes at a website. Where at other sites, I really don't have this kind of good, deep understanding. So I need to rely on someone or just on intuition. So
And
yes,
this,
yes.
sorry, I interrupted, please.
No, so at some point I tested so much, but at the end, English-speaking geos would always work the best for me, even though competition is much higher there. So this is what I stick to, what your money cow, what you get profit from.
And these other geos that you are having, this 20%, are you testing them because you say, okay, maybe I will find here a golden nugget as well? Or is it simply that you have there some good spots and it's running and it's making a little profit without looking too much into it, because once you tested it, it got established very well in these spots?
Somewhere in between. So I do have few spots or few publishers I buy German traffic from, and it's really good. And from other hand, I have good advertisers for this in geo. So I do that, even though I don't have that much time to grow it. But this is where I want to focus a little bit more, because I see how like Germany converts quite good. All other geos, it just like you said, so it's just falling with all other traffic, and I try to monetize it, but at the end I spend more time when I get profit from it. So for me it's easier to sell or to exchange. Let's say I exchange some remnant traffic with other affiliates, so for me it's easier, it's much profitable just to sell that traffic to them to get some like money by click, instead of trying to monetize it, because I even not so good in knowing advertisers in the geos, and I always prefer to work directly instead of networks. So yes, it's just basically time optimization.
At least you met in Prague one additional one. Wait, here.
Yeah, I did.
So when you say you buy German traffic, you buy the entire German-speaking market, or you really are doing only Germany, not Austria and Switzerland?
Normally only Germany. I try to. If I have this option, I try to buy only Germany.
Okay, and another question that just came up here for me, because I never heard it. You said like if you get the countries that you are not specialized in or that you don't want too much, you exchange it with other affiliates. This is something I've never heard in my life, that an affiliate is exchanging countries with another affiliate. Of course, I know this concept with backlinks and so on, but that you really say like, hey, I have here now a spot, I get like 10,000 clicks in Portugal, and I don't want it. but I would like to have more US, and somebody gives it back to you. It's something I hear the first time. You're using there like a platform for it, or is it maybe now even because we share a way to contact you, or is it maybe even for affiliates that say like I'm sitting on traffic in this English speaking markets, but I'm more focused on other things, interesting to reach out because this all goes direct?
This is what I started doing quite recently. Well, not that recently. I mean, like last year or something. And this thing is growing little by little, and I'm really glad how it evolves. Unfortunately, I don't have any platform for a moment, but this is my idea of what to do in like future, like maybe what to focus on next year, because more and more, and this is, you said like you never heard about it, and it's true, because for many years affiliates were so like kind of isolated one of each other, and it always was competition. But I always believe that competition is always not between affiliates, but more between affiliate and advertiser. So we really can get more in cooperating with each other than competing against each other. So yes, if I have some remnant traffic, instead of sending it to SmartLink and get like losing 2 cents per click, I can exchange it with other affiliate who really need it and get 10 cents of click, right? 5 times more. Why not to do it? And that's all. And it's not always even on exchanging, because it's kind of difficult. I mean, yeah, it's just more time consuming. You just can sell them the traffic and they sell you back what they have, or even if they don't have, you can just sell them if they want to buy it. So yes, this is what I want to do, is to build a platform for affiliates. If you have any remnant traffic or spare geos you don't want, where you could exchange it with others or sell it to others.
Okay, so people, watchers, if you have remnant traffic in English speaking market, or you need in other countries, holler at Oksana for it. And yeah, I think it's a lovely idea. And I see also the same movement with advertisers. It's not that the advertisers are hating each other like big time anymore, especially over API, my favorite topic. They are exchanging traffic a lot as well. And like a few years ago, they were scratching each other's faces when they were seeing each other. But now it's a big bromance, and some advertisers are really big affiliates in other advertiser accounts as well.
Exactly.
So yeah, I know this from own experience. So what's the next question that we are having here? Oh, a very good one. For some people, maybe something to learn. How you are beating the competition, because you are now a big shot.
I'm beating competition. Basically, I call it additional revenue. But I mean, like, competition is growing. It's not only competition growing, but growing prices are growing too. You know, so traffic is slow. Prices of traffic slowly growing, like year by year, and so from one hand, traffic source want to screw you, and from other source, advertisers, unfortunately sometimes, not very honest guys, want to screw you too. So how to be profitable if you're just middleman? And since just buying and selling becoming so difficult, no, I mean, be difficult to become profitable, so you need some other techniques, how you get more money from the same user, from the same click. So by additional revenue, I mean, it's not just that you brought user to the final offer, but what can you do with him on the process, on the way. So I do have my push system where I collect push subscriptions, and then I send them like messages after. I do collect emails, and I also monetize them after. I also do have some scripts at my pre-lenders where I kind of showing them other offers. What else? I always place cookie for user, and then so you can find him somewhere else. And in like doing all this, at the end you can finally get some profit from user, especially with some things that you can really monetize after and after. Let's say when you just do back offer. So if you user clicks back button and you show them offer, you show them another page, it's just one time, right? But when you subscribe him to your push notifications, you can show him few more things, even though push they're now kind of like exhausted. There are so many of them, so user also doesn't live that long. So maybe like for a week you can squeeze some revenue, then later it's almost half dead thing. But what I like about email, if you collect email and if you're not stupid just to bomb the user with offers in like in next 24 hours so he just get fed up, you can really, this audience can really last for longer, like for few months, and it's just like revenue that coming and coming. Let's call it rev share, I don't know, but yes, at the end this is it.
When you look at the competition, the other affiliates, what percentage you think are monetizing their users in the same quality that you are doing with this gigantic setup? You see this often?
You know Pareto rule, 80-20. So it's probably 20%. 20% of affiliates get 80% of profits.
So around 20% of the affiliates are having this big setup, but most probably as a small guy, you first don't have the access to these tools or the knowledge, especially when it comes to sending out emails. The guys maybe not even having or most probably not having the infrastructure to send it out. So it can be also interesting for them to team up with you, that you are taking care of that.
Yes, to team up with me or with any other guys, like, because in order to get something more, sure, you need to like share this profit, but it's at least better than like no profits at all. And this is, yes, now like for smaller guys, I always say, okay, maybe you don't have a team, you don't have other media buyers, but at least you need to have tech developer in order to grow, to get on some other like level, next step. Otherwise, it's
So an affiliate that is not investing into tech will never make it big, because he has, for example, not access to API. If the guy is not
yes.
having some skills by himself.
Never say never, but yes, it will become so much more complicated. Yeah, you need to be techie yourself, or you need to have an like tech guy with you, like partnering on or paying him a really good salary. But you definitely need tech skills now.
Okay. Let's speak a little bit more about optimization. I mean, now we have how to squeeze out the user, and now it's about how to find the lucrative user. When we look in our own statistics, we know the older the user, the man is, that is signing up for our pages, the more likely it's spending. I think when they are over 60, it's like 20% of them are buying tokens, and a lot of them are buying more and more because they are still horny, and they have a lot of money, and maybe the wife is not so hot anymore, and in the club they are not allowed to go anymore. So do you have any recommendation how to get this more lucrative users? Do you have any tricks that you want to share, of course, how to get maybe a little bit an older audience that signs up? Because no matter if you work on RevShare, on CPL, the more the user is spending, the more you will profit. With RevShare, it's clear, but also with CPL, you will not get cut from the offer. You get higher caps, you get bumps and this kind of stuff. So beneficial for everybody.
Yeah, unfortunately, there is not so often when you can choose the audience when buying traffic. So what I do, if it's just like regular CPL traffic, then at my pre-lender, I ask them what age they are, or at least like cutting it half to make it easier, like two buttons, or you're like between 18 and 30, and then like older and 30. So it depends on what they click. I show them different offers. One offer that I value more, and another offer that I value not so more. I know they can accept a younger audience. And another thing, when I'm buying it through API, then it's much more easier. Then they just fill the form at my page, so I know what age they are, and it's the same. I know where to send them in order to get more margins, or in order to like to keep the offer I really like and grow him with better quality traffic.
I have now an idea myself. Do you think it's a good idea, or maybe you have even experience to make maybe like a banner like younger girls are looking for older men to learn something or whatever? Is this something that maybe can work, or is this like
Uh,
bullshit?
well, I do have such banners, but I don't believe that they really work in order to gain older audience because like guys just clicking everything.
Mhm. Okay, thank you very much, Oksana, for being here. So guys click everything, so it doesn't matter, and it is most probably then also not really having an influence in the end on your total number, so even a negative influence.
No, well, negative maybe not, but like big influence it doesn't make.
Okay, so you have to you segment it by yourself, and some of them go to this offer, some to this offer, and in that way you make the deal with the right partner for this guys. I think also maybe how the offer is built can make a difference. What works for older and for younger audience. When I started in 2010, the dating company had two offers. One was like very modern, very sophisticated. It already looked like Facebook. And the other one was really this old school shit. When you want to contact them, you have this rotating ad GIF. If a page was not working, you have most probably this GIF, this caterpillar like under construction. So really old school stuff. And I was always like, why we are even having this? Nobody wants to have that. And they say, no, look at the statistics. The old stuff is for the older gentlemen really better. So it is most probably like a good idea to split it a bit. Okay, then we spoke about tech capacity and my favorite topic, API. You also spoke about that
Yes.
in the panel. You are running API. Why are you doing this? What are the advantages?
Well, the most advantage, you don't lose the user. Let's say when you run CPL, just regular funnel. So after your pre-lender, you just send user to offer, and you don't know what's happening there. And since like big, like popular offers, they kind of saturated already. They have such big databases. When user is registering, you don't know if he really registered or he got logged. So, and they don't pay you for login. You just lose this user, even though he was interested and he went through all your funnel and he put his data on the page. So when you do API, not like only buying traffic, but selling traffic through API, then the user, you see what's happening. So he fills all his data on your end, and then you send everything to advertiser, and advertiser can reply you if they have this user in database or not, if you're gonna accept it or not, if you're gonna pay it or not. And then you decide what you do. You send it there, or you go to the next offer in your funnel, and this is the best. You never lose the user.
I think this was also something that William was emphasizing a lot, that the user is never lost and it's yours forever, because you also have the email that you monetize
Yes,
again.
yes. So first you never lose the user at the process of registration, and then you keep all the data, and then you can promote some other offers to him as well. You can email him, and then he will he will keep alive.
With all the advantages that API has, are you even still running normal direct offers, or you say like, no, that's we are not in 2017 or whatever is a very long period in our industry. I'm only doing API, or you have some offers where you say like they are really killing it. They made it so nice, so I go there. Or when the offer is new.
Yeah, for sure. I do like 50-50. As much as
Okay.
possible, I do no. As much as possible, I do API, but at the same time, there are offers that just don't have it, or they just in process of building it, or they don't allow, or like so many things. There are offers that are like not so big, but they killing it in terms of yes profits for me because it's new and database is new, so it's not like you getting response but it's like in our base, so you can send them more users and still get more profits. And also many advertisers, they kind of afraid of API sometimes, they just give you lower payouts. So let's say if regular funnel would be $5 through API, you will get $2. So you need still to evaluate will it be worth for you or not. And for some traffic sources it will, for some not. So you always need to test and decide where it's better for you to work through API, or just will try to get his email at the pre-lender, just asking him like random questions, doing quiz or for what. So you still will collect his email, but you will send him on like regular funnel to the offer. It's all about testing.
It was in our case also like you described it. So we were in the beginning very scared of it. But and the payouts are lower. Yes, I have to say that. But for the people that are allowed to run it, they are very happy with it. Now we are way more open with it, and we are really amazed by the results. But it's still like this that I think we have nobody that we don't know in person. So everybody that is running API with us, no matter if it's huge volumes or small volumes, are people that are either very long with us, so we have a history with them, or we know 1, 2, 3 people in the company and know that they will not do some bullshit. And we also explain like, hey, work legit, we find out, blah, 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 blah. And so far, I have not seen any problem that was going on there. And the quality is also really promising, I have to say. I'm a very big API fan. I get in 2 weeks, I get some tattoos. So maybe I should get an API tattoo as well. Yeah. So maybe here under my heart, directly next to the kid or something like this. Yeah, I love API. So yeah.
So the biggest fear is about legal questions. So you need to make them kind of safe and trust in you that you do it all by yourself. You collect it on your on your pages. You have this concern. So you tell people that you collect emails that you may promote them something later. That's all. It's that not you got this email from someone, I don't know, like bot database.
Yeah. It's also that I don't know too much how other advertisers like that, but we don't like it if you are, or we are not accepting it if you are not cascading, if you are directly making the lead in 8, 9 advertisers, because nobody will make the DOI.
Yes.
And everybody will have a spam problem if this happens too much. So we only allow that you are cascading. And if we are the last one in the cascade, because you maybe have already 3 advertisers you worked with since ages and you have their double the payout because they know your quality, okay, then we are the last ones after you cascaded it everywhere, but better than getting every lead and having a spam problem.
But still, I don't even understand what's the sense to do this like same offers at the same time. Even like for me, okay, I may get few leads right now, but in terms of long term, for me, it's much more interesting to build the relationships and to show quality, so we keep going and keep growing, right?
This is how you see it and how I see it, but unfortunately a lot of people, they want to make the quick dollar, and they say like, tomorrow I'm maybe not in this industry anymore. I saw it in the mobile business. I was like 7 years in the mobile business and everything was like super fine. You could make really good flows, and then the people got so greedy and they were making signups with the same user with whatever tricks on 5, 6 different things. So all his prepaid card from the phone got empty and the guy is not spending anywhere, and you get a complaint and lose the account. So I think it's with API the same, that some rotten apples are destroying the entire basket. That's why we all have to protect it in some way. Okay, the next question you already answered also in some way. What do you do with the data you collect with the API, and do you also collect push?
Yes.
Yes.
Short. Yes.
Okay, the next question we also had also, wow, we make it all in one go, zack, efficiency. Can affiliates reach out to you with their mailing lists?
Yes, they do. But as you told, I prefer to work with people who I know. I mean, at least, or personally would be the best, or at least I get some recommendations. And it now it even goes not even like with this thing, but if some new advertiser or new network, they reach me out, and networks reaching me out like every week, few of them, and I even don't know who are they. I always, and if I don't know them, I say I'm not going to work with you if you don't provide me any recommendations, or if we don't have anyone in common. So let someone to speak for you, otherwise it just doesn't make any sense. And with affiliates too, I mean, I love to partner with affiliates, but if some random guy would reach me in Skype and say, oh, I collected emails myself, I want to make some spare bucks, I don't know you.
It's very critical, and this referrals or this checking on somebody can give very interesting results. I had one time a guy from, let's say, a tier 3 country, and he wanted to run like CPL, and he was claiming best quality and so on. And I said, like, bro, I don't know you. Maybe we should start with RevShare. And he's like, no. You know this network. It was a very well-known network that everybody knows. And he says, like, they're a big shot. You can reach this and this guy. He's my account manager. I was knowing the account manager. Here, I sent you an email that it's okay to share the data from me. Okay, I write this account manager, said, like, hey, bro. And he said, like, I don't know the name, but let me check. And he checks in the statistics and says, like, the guy is very small. He was so small that we were not seeing that all his traffic is fraud. So thanks for bringing this to my attention. Just block him. And then, like, one day later or so, the guy is like cursing on me, like, you fucking asshole. I lost my account there. I want compensation. I said, yeah, of course. Ciao. So yeah, trust is a very big thing. So what would be the next opportunity to meet you in person? It's not now only about to build a trust, but maybe to invite you for a tequila to kill your excitement. It is the affiliate world, or you will go to others before?
Yes, if you're in Barcelona, you definitely can invite me for tequila, but affiliate world in Dubai is where I will be 100%. About tests, I'm still not sure. I mean, I thought it would be in Cascais, and I knew that if it's in Cascais, I wouldn't be able to make it because it's so close to affiliate world. But I heard rumors that they might move to Sitges back.
Yes.
And if it's Sitges, it's like perfect for me because it's like 30 minutes by train. I don't even to stay there overnight. I just can come and do all the meetings, or like I even thought, well, it depends. Let's see how it goes. Hope everything is good. But if it goes well in terms of COVID and this always pandemic situation, maybe to host like a little event in Barcelona before the conference. I mean, like little party just like for affiliates and for my friends. So yes, if it happens, if it's in Sitges, then definitely I'll be there too.
I hope it is in Sitges. I mean, Cascais is a little bit more classy, but we have Dubai after that is like uber classy. So maybe Sitges a little bit more dirtier, a little bit more real affiliate style is what I would prefer as well. And I have the feeling it will be in Sitges.
Yeah. Well,
let's see.
Hope.
Yeah. The organizer is living, I think, in Spain. So with COVID and everything, he is most probably, or both of them, is most probably also happy to make it something in his neighborhood and not like in another country that maybe changes everything. Okay, do we have something else? Yeah, you said the traffic sources are scamming, and also some of the advertisers. And this was also one of the questions we had in the panel. This was one of my questions I had to you.
Yeah.
I think Flogin brought up something with the fraud tools in his system, and then I asked you as an affiliate what they are doing. What are you doing about fraud from the advertiser and from the traffic sources? So traffic sources are selling you shitty traffic, and advertiser are maybe cutting leads, shaving leads, and so on.
With traffic source, unfortunately, most of the time is nothing to do. I mean, yes, you see them. You see fake, you see like clicks, or some. I had situation that I even had leads with like really big known network of websites. I didn't expect it, But yet, when they got complaint from advertiser that it's fraud, and I came back to them and they said, no, it's impossible. And we had an argue, but whatever. And when I lowered volumes from them, but then I still kept running a little bit. And then another advertiser reached me and told it looks like fraud. So I got back to them and I got all the evidences. I showed them everything. Oh, of course they didn't tell yes. And so at the end I just stopped buying from them. And this is what's happened. I mean, you never can argue. Well, you can argue, but at the end they don't start sending you better traffic, so it's just up to you. Or you cut this fake. If you're still profitable, you keep going. If not, you just stop. And this is what happened with some big network. I just stopped working because it's not it doesn't have any sense anymore.
What is your idea about how this fraud is generated? Do you think that there is something like a real fraud going on from their direct publishers, or maybe by them with bad intentions, or is it maybe something like a soft fraud? Because this is what I'm seeing now a lot, that a lot of people are coming over Illuminati IPs, so it cannot be detected as VPN anymore, and you see it as a legit user. But in the end, the guy is coming from a country that is not allowed adult or dating, but you see it as a real IP, and then the lead is declined. What do you think is the reason for fraud over established traffic sources?
I think the reason that they just got greedy and want more money.
So you think there is something mixed in? Okay.
Okay, probably truth somewhere in between as always. But yes, I think there is some intentions as well.
Okay, and what you do if you catch an advertiser shaving you?
I believe personally that yeah, I know you're an advertiser. Well, let's say 95% of advertisers shaving at some point. And sometimes it's not only about the advertiser, the whole structure, but just that your affiliate manager, he's seeing that he's not profitable at the end of the month and he wants to keep it going. So he kind of still wants your traffic, but he doesn't want to cut your rates because he knows you will start arguing with lower traffic. So he starts just cutting little by little, maybe 5%, 10%. And still, I believe majority is shaving. So it's nothing to do. I mean, what I do, I always argue. They probably don't like me that much, but I believe that if you're not arguing, they would shave you even more.
Yeah, that's most probably the case.
So I always argue, but at the end you decide. I mean, if you're still profitable, you do it. What are the options? Otherwise, you'd stay alone in this field.
Yeah, I mean, it's for us as the advertiser also sometimes the case. We see a guy that is making that has some fraud, and when the fraud level is very low and the rest of the leads are okay, we are not even telling him, hey, bro, this is the fraud list, this is deducted. We simply swallow this small amount if the total is matching. And I think it's then from you on the other side the same. If you are realizing, hey, somebody is cutting me 5 or 10%, you say okay, I still have an ROI of 50%. It's better than anybody else, so they should keep it. I make a little bit of drama, so maybe they go from 10 to 5%. But in the end, it's still a good thing.
Yes, exactly.
what we are doing is we are not shaving. You or anybody else will never find anything like this. But what we are doing, of course, is we are cutting sources if it's shit, and we are cutting payouts. And that's then in the end the same thing. It's just more official. And I think it's better to cut payouts than instead of shaving. Even if you would tell the person we shave, but we keep the same payout, I think it's still counterproductive, because the more conversions, the better you can optimize.
Yes, more sources, more conversions. You see the bigger picture.
That's how we see it, and that's how the companies I work for were seeing it since day one. So yeah, okay. That's it with the questions, Oksana. One thing, the last category before we come here to an end. is the golden nugget. There was already so many golden nuggets. I feel like in the Klondike 150 years ago, with this little thing. I don't even know how it's colander, with the colander to find the gold. So, but if you have one advice to the people out there about the business, something that is not the standard advice we hear every day, what it would be, what you would advise them?
I already said this a little bit, but to highlight, for me, golden nugget and where I grew personally myself, that don't be afraid of cooperating with others. Mm-hmm. It's not a one-man show anymore. You need people.
Okay, team up, better give 50% of 1 million instead of having 100% from 100,000.
Exactly. So you need team, you need tech guy, you need to cooperate with other affiliates, mastermind and trying to think like it goes, exchanging traffic, exchanging sources, everything goes. But yes, you don't have to be alone.
Okay, thank you very much for this really good golden nugget. I hope that we both, but also a lot of others, can meet in Sitges, Barcelona, wherever, and after this in Dubai, definitely. I will visit your speech. It was a really big pleasure that what you were sharing today here. And thank you for your time. Thank you, Masters in Cash, for presenting. And yeah, see you soon for the next episode, like Dr. Dre would say. Next episode. See ya. Ciao.
Goodbye.